Samar Girl, New York City, good evening. Can you hear me? Or am I buffering? It looks like I'm buffering. How are you? Good evening. I know it's been a while. Jin C35, hello. Good evening to you as well. I'm very well. Busy as always, to say the least. And it looks like that I am buffering. And I'm glad that you can hear me. Is my voice louder than the background music? Just trying something a little bit different here. It's been a while since I've done a live stream for one, and just exercising the YouTube live stream. Oh wow, what's going on here? Can you hear me? Exercising the live stream muscles because it has been a while. But thank you for joining me. Let's see, Jezjin C35, you are in Turkey. Excellent, good voice. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've not been on YouTube for some time. Been as you know, I know that many of you have missed me, and I appreciate you jumping on and just listening in for just a few moments as I exercise the YouTube muscles once again, because it's been some time and I feel like I've forgotten how to do some of this stuff, as funny as that sounds, because it's one of those things that is a perishable skill between, you know, setting up some nice background music while I chit chat and talk, because I am not singing tonight, and this is going to be a relatively slow or quick live stream, just because I got a lot of things going on in my head, you know, and there's not enough time in the day. And just wondering, you know, how do you organize your 24 hours of time on a daily basis, you know? And big picture, you know, from a standpoint of how can we get more time back also, you know? I mean, a lot of people say they only require X number of hours to sleep, you know, but how much sleep do you actually need? Does your body require? And I think it comes down to each person's own, you know, energy levels first and foremost, you know. Biggie support group, good evening. Thanks for joining and hanging out. Yeah, this is going to be a quick one, so hang out for as long as you can. I'm not going to spend, you know, like an hour long or 30 minutes. Actually, this is going to be pretty quick, so because I'm going to eat some dinner here in a little bit as well. But I wanted to get on really quick to say hello to everybody and just, you know, restart the live stream once again, because I think it's a little bit that it's that important. I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, they actually enjoy the things that I talk about, because it's not just about flying drones, it's not just about you know, the tech stuff, but I do have a couple of neat things to say and some ideas that might help you as you organize your lives, you know. And that's what I enjoy doing, helping other people out, you know, some of the tutorial stuff, learning stuff that I learned about and stuff like that. Yay, Dusty, good evening. Thanks for joining as well, man. I appreciate you. It's going to be a really quick live stream. I'll get down to the nitty-gritty of it in a few moments here as we get a couple more people watching. But it looks like I'm buffering. I don't know, maybe it's just my own internet here where it's not getting out. In fact, on that note, I've got Cox Communications. Yes, it's been a while, Dusty. It has been a while. And so part of that was because I stopped doing the drive streaming for one, and just finding time to get in front of the computer and just sit here with you, because I don't like driving. I discovered that as I watched a lot of the videos, you know, back, that I spend way too much time looking at the camera while I'm driving, completely unsafe, and so decided to not do that anymore. And it's like texting and driving at the same time. You just don't do it, right? Because for one, we get mad at the other drivers when we see them doing it also. But I hope the live stream is coming out good for you guys. It's not coming in very good for me, because I'm trying to monitor what at least I'm seeing and what I'm looking at the same time. And it's just, I've got the buffering circle going on and around, but I hope that it's great for you. I do have Cox Communications coming out here, which is the cable company, to lay a new line for me, because the router is good, the modem is good, the connection at the pole is good, but it's between the pole and here that is just very poor. So glad to hear that it's Alpha 10, Victor 10. For those of you that don't know, Dusty and Mike came up with a system of letting me know that audio is good with the microphone as well as the video. So I am happy to hear that, because video for me is a big fat 0. But that's just my internet connection, my incoming. Plus, I mean, I've got X number of devices inside this house. I mean, even though I'm at 1 gigabyte of data download, it's buffering, and it's buffering like crazy right now. So it is what it is. And Yeah. In fact, I've also, so for those of you that don't know, there's a nice picture of Maggie behind me, as you can see over here. A friend of mine from work, Kendi Art. In fact, if you're interested in getting a portrait of your pet, she does them. You can see her work on her website, which is it says Maggie Portrait, Instagram.com, Kendi Art. She does these caricatures, and that's kind of her side business, where she's an artist, and she painted a mural in Virginia Beach. In fact, you've seen her work in one of the videos that I've done, where I flew the drone over her mural when she was painting it. But she painted that for Maggie, I think 3 days after Maggie passed away. And so it's been about almost a month already since she's passed, since she went to heaven. She was diagnosed with cancer, and it made best sense to put her down. I mean, she's had a great life, and we didn't want to see her deteriorate. And we've been through that before with other animals, where they just get worse and worse, and it's heartbreaking to see them in that condition. And of course, it was heartbreaking to make that decision, but effectively, the day that we found out that she had cancer, we brought her home, and we stayed with her and comforted her for the next 24 hours. We had a veterinarian come to the house and put her to sleep, and she got her golden wings about a month ago. Yeah, April 9th. So she's in heaven right now. She's looking down on all of us, flying around with her wings and enjoying the afterlife, if you will. But haven't been on because I've just been down in the dumps about that, for one. But it's part of the process, this grieving process. So what are we talking about? 24 hours in a day, right? If there were more hours in a day, how would you use those extra hours? Well, if I told you that there was a way for you to get some time back, would you do that? Would you actually say, I want to stop wasting time? And, what is a waste of time also? Like, think about that. What things do you consider to be a complete waste of time? Like, how much time do you spend sleeping? What a waste of time, right? But our body needs that to recover for the next day, especially if we had a big day. Like today I had a very physically demanding day, where I flew a bunch of STEM youths, and then I had some skydiving coaching at the wind tunnel today. So physically demanding for sure, and it wasn't too bad, but this old man, gone get another one, maybe someday. And I know you actually raise Belgian Malinois, and if you were in Virginia, maybe I'd take you up on that. In the future. I think it's too soon. My wife is ready to get a new pet for us to spend our time and energy on, making the lives of another animal great, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. They do great things for us, and in return, they do great things for us. They love us unconditionally, and we give them, at least. With our pets, we've given them great lives, for one. So we will get another one eventually, I'm sure. It took me a good, I think, 5 years before we got another pet after one of them passed away years ago also. But let's talk about time. You saw the thumbnail. Not a very good thumbnail. I didn't realize how dark it looked. I think it looked lighter on my computer. But yeah, how do you spend, how do you spend your time, as the sands of time tick away, right? This is actually I think it's only 1 hour. This is a 1 hour hourglass. So it truly is an hourglass. It's been running for the last half an hour already. For one, I flipped it over so that I can take that thumbnail picture that you saw that attracted you to come and listen in. Hey, Warren, good evening. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you joining also. I miss the pre-game day shows like this. I feel smarter listening. That's the goal, right? I appreciate you, Dusty. Thank you very much. And maybe I'll do more of those in the morning. I'll sit here. We'll talk about what I'm thinking about, and it's just a quick 10 minutes, to share a little bit of knowledge, to share some motivation, maybe some inspiration. Because I would submit there is a difference between motivation and inspiration. One might say that motivation is driven by fear, and inspiration is driven by something that's within, right? But that's maybe a discussion for another day. But those 24 hours in a day, what are you doing in your 24 hours? Big picture. Let's see. Warren, did The Witch and the Wizard of Oz have one of those, Jason? For sure. Plans of action, absolutely. You know, you write down your plan, right? And of course, as we all know, a plan is just a piece of paper with words on it until you do what? Until you put it into action, right? Until you execute it. And so, just want to quick share with you, some, jot down some ideas here for you guys. In fact, I'm going to try something new here. Not sure if you saw the live stream that I did a few weeks ago of the unboxing of this giant 49-inch monitor that I have sitting in front of me, which is freaking cool. Especially since I've picked up a new hobby. And as you know, I haven't flown my drone in quite some time. And Mr. Skyfly, how are you? Good evening. Yes, indeed. TJIF. No, I'm just getting things started. I'm just getting things started over here. And I want to turn some things on and get some things going for you here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my overhead cam. But the idea is, what do you do with your 24 hours in a day? And ever since I started playing Experiencing Interruptions, Find Out Why, I just had this neat little background loop of a neon video in the background going on, and I have a poor internet signal going on right now because I probably needed to reset the router, but that's okay. We'll go from there and figure things out on this end as well. So skip ad. Okay, it's buffering on that side. Hopefully it's not buffering for you. It's buffering for me. No flying the drone, all the humanity, right? Yeah, so I am considering making a transition of my YouTube channel from just flying drones to something a little bit different. I really enjoy this format of chatting with you guys, sharing with you some, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I do know it works for me. And hopefully that little bit of knowledge could have some type of a positive impact on your life. And for me, that's what it's all about, My Why. If you've not read that book, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. I went through a course years ago to help me discover what my why is, which is to shape the lives of people so that they could be contributing members to society. And so it used to be shape the lives of young people, but because I'm old, right? But I think it's just anybody. Who knows? I might be able to have some type of an impact on somebody that is older than me. And I guess age is, what do they say? Age is, it's only skin deep, right? But what am I talking about here? 24 hours in a day, right? In fact, let me go back. I just closed my chat window out, and I want to pull it back up so I can see what you guys are asking, talking about as well, right? But exactly, we're never old. Young at heart, right? It's all about what's inside. And so, but let's look at let's open up a notepad real quick here. So here is a composition book, right? Good old fashioned notepad. I am a pen and paper kind of guy, all right? Jason, I bet you have underwear older than you. Warren, I probably would if my wife didn't get me new underwear every year. In fact, she's like, get rid of the old ones. I'm like, no, they're broken in, And so, indeed, that's funny. But yeah, let's organize 24 hours in a day, right? Because that is what we want to do. Let's get a marker because it's easier to see from this perspective here. Yeah. So 24 hours. How do we organize those 24 hours? And how can we save time? 24 hours. Okay, so how much time, what are the big things that we do? For me, I sleep. That's a big thing I do. I sleep, all right? I work. I might fly my drone. I play Fortnite. What else do we do throughout the day? Eat. Got to go walk the dogs. See you guys later. Warren, have a great evening. Thank you very much. Warren, check it out. Check out this picture of this mural, this picture of Maggie that's behind me. Kendi Art, she painted that for me, for our family, actually, about 3 days after Maggie passed away. 1 month ago, and it's pretty neat. She does these things for animals that are both alive and that have passed. All you got to do is send her a picture of your pet, and she'll paint it for you. She charges a pretty good penny for it, but it's worth it. The quality of her work is awesome, as you can see. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, Maggie passed away 1 month ago. She was diagnosed with cancer, and so. Rigger, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I run, homeschool 4 subjects, and lunch each day. After that, no structure whatsoever. And you know what? That's okay. I would consider that, that's like personal time, right? So let's write down personal time to do whatever. Feeding, all right? And so that can be broken down into, depending on how you do it, several meals. If you say, okay, I spend half an hour, right, per meal, just eating and not doing anything else. Maybe some of us work and eat at the same time. I certainly do. Right? I didn't realize Maggie had passed. Condolences. Thank you very much, Warren. Yeah. No, it's because I've not been on, very regularly, for one. A lot of stuff going on in the month of April for us in the Laverius household. But we grieve. We've grieved. I am still continuing to grieve. I'm not completely depressed, although, and my wife is ready to, have another loved one join the family, but I am not ready yet. Maybe in time. We'll see. But let's see here, Gina GCCTV. I am doing great. How are you? Thanks for joining and listening in. And I'm just talking a little bit about these 24 hours that we spend in a day. So, what is the ideal amount of sleep that you get? And we'll come back to some of these other things. And this is what Jason Laverius does, right? So, sleep. I might spend at least 6 hours, maybe 8 if my body really needs it. Because, for example, I laid some pavers down around the air conditioning unit outside about, let's say, 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And that 8 hours of digging out dirt, sifting the dirt and the rocks, placing pavers, cutting pavers with a what did I use? I used an angle grinder with a masonry bit on it, or 10 p.m. to 4:15 a.m. sleep time. Nice. That's 6.25 hours per day. Excellent. And your body knows. I know after I did that paver work, I slept for 8 hours straight. Maybe I think 10 hours. But my body knows also. I don't use an alarm clock anymore. My body knows when it's rested, it gets up. The only time I set an alarm clock now is when I know I need to get up and I need assistance getting up. Mimi Bear, good evening, and thank you for joining as well. Thank you very much. So 6 to 8 hours in a day. I mean, that alone, this is a quarter of the day, 6 hours. This is a third of the day gone sleeping. What a waste of time. But our body needs it in order to do the rest of the good stuff that we're going to do throughout the day. The rest of the positively impacting others rest of the day, right? Work. Ideally, we only work for 8 hours a day, right? But do you include your commute to work as part of the 8 hours? So for me, I put in more than 8 hours a day, and I work a little bit from home after my day at work is done also, right? Let's see. Tammy Jean did a segment last night of drone owners and their dogs. Showed a picture of you and Maggie. Aw. Ken Heron lost his dog yesterday. I am so sorry to hear that about Ken also. I'll have to send my condolences. And yeah, I was busy playing Fortnite last night, and that which has been consuming my majority of the time. So we're going to come back to this one here also. But work, 8 hours, maybe 9, maybe 10 hours a day. Now, again, a third of the day gone, right? Drone flying. Excuse me. I've not been flying much of the drone lately. The only time I'll fly the drone, and we're talking about the big picture general stuff that I do on a daily basis, right? So I used to try to fly the drone, and I would like to allocate 1 hour of day, maybe 2 hours per day to flying my drone. Fortnite, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. In fact, if you play video games and want to play video games with me, I'm not even a gamer. Although, as much as I've been playing, I'm becoming a gamer. In fact, I started a new YouTube channel, which I pinned in the link above. I will be going live with my gameplay later on in a little bit here. So, hour and a half to work every day. Is that one way, Dusty? Holy cow! So 3 hours on the road. That's Amazing. No alarm clock also. Nice. Yeah, if you can get up without an alarm clock, that might be very good for you also. Dragoon Gaming, thanks for joining and hanging out with me. Appreciate you joining and enjoying my 24 hours of a day breakdown. How much time do you think I spend playing Fortnite? I'm looking to see if my wife is peeking around the corner. She's probably watching from the garage anyway. But I spend maybe 4 hours per day playing Fortnite. And that's being generous. It's a little bit less than that, but we'll say 4 hours. Because what I'll do is I will go with maybe an hour, take a break, but I'll let the live stream go. Good watch hours, right? During that break, I'm just doing a replay of videos that I've shot from Fortnite. So 4 hours, personal time. Good question. Feeding. If I assume 30 minutes, now my breakfast in the morning is really, really quick because I allocate 1 hour of time of prep time, So I'm going to put that down here. Prep time, 1 hour. All right. Feeding, my breakfast, maybe 5 minutes. So I don't really count that as feeding time because I'm just, getting stuff in the body during my prep time. That's part of my prep time, my breakfast. So this is breakfast. Shower, shaving, doing the thing in the bathroom in the morning, so 1 hour. Feeding in the evening, I'll quiet time in front of the TV, just enjoying dinner. Maybe we'll say 30 minutes, and I eat at work also. So we'll just say 1 hour of total time throughout the day. Yeah. Bob, Casey, Ariel, good evening, and thanks for joining. Also, Justin says he has a blast playing with you and your family on Fortnite. My brother's the one that got me into Fortnite. I'll tell you guys that story here after as we get closer to the end of this particular live stream. But let's add this up right now because sleep, work, drone, Fortnite, personal, feeding, prep time. What am I missing? Generally speaking, throughout my day. I haven't had allocate anything for personal time yet, but that then leads me to what I'm using. What system do I play on? I play on this gigantic video editing computer. I've got a 3080 Ti GeForce NVIDIA GPU. In fact, the specs for my gaming computer, I play PC, mouse, keyboard with Fortnite. And Fortnite is cross-platform, so hanging with JD will get on and play with me also. So, yeah, Dragoon Gaming. If you want to get in on the, on some Fortnite action, click on the link that's pinned above. That is my gaming channel. It's Cyraval. And for those of you that, it's like, where'd you come up with that name? That's another funny story. So I set it up. December 27th was the day that I started playing Fortnite. And I had signed up, do the username thing. And when I did, I signed up with Cyraval as the username. And my brother, who was sitting right here beside me, because he was visiting us for Christmas, and my son, they're like, "Why'd you come up with what?" They gave you a really weird name, right? And I go, "Really, Niraves?" And that's my son's name backwards. And then he looked at the name again, and yeah, my gaming name is my last name backwards, Cy Raval. So take a look. I played Resident Evil 4 yesterday. Right on. Yeah, I don't. The only game I play is Fortnite, and I really like it. I enjoy it. I've gotten better at it over time. You get better at doing stuff by doing stuff often, right? So speaking of time, because I'm actually gonna go live probably around 8. We might push it to 8:30 because I do want to eat some dinner. Let's add this stuff up here. So get the calculator out because calculator is fun. We'll say. Let's see, sleep. I'm going to give myself 6 hours of sleep. Plus, work. I'm going to give 10 hours of work. Plus 1 hour of flying the drone. Plus 4 hours of Fortnite. Plus feeding. Plus prep time in the morning. So that's 23 hours. If I were to follow this, so now I really only have 1 hour of personal time to, just do whatever. Jack around, go for a run, exercise. Is there an imbalance here? If I want to do PT... right, some physical fitness, what will we'll say allocate that's there, If I want to do this is a total of 24 hours, right? Something's got to give. And that's giving me only 6 hours of the day sleeping, So what can I do? What can I do to save time? And spend more time. Now, this is just, and we're not even talking about that yet. How do we save 2 seconds of a task? And that's part of how I've, been able to get some videos out quickly. I have a process. It's very regimented on all of that at the same time also. But let's see here. Joel at Mr. Skyfly. Hey, new video. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit there, Dragon Gaming. I'm going to click on that now so I can watch that later. Let's pause. And then, yeah, I'll watch that here in just a minute. Good for you. I used to play Apex Legends. It's almost similar to Fortnite. Right on. A lot of my friends are encouraging me to play PUBG or Arma, and I'm like, that looks really too real for me. For those of you that know, I was on active duty, and I'm not really interested in, playing in a reality video game. Having been there already before once, is enough in this lifetime for me. But I like the cartooniness, if you will, how the fakiness of Fortnite, and it's a game, But power naps, heck yeah, 30 minutes fly time just to keep muscle memory kicking. Great. Yes, 100% agree. Just for the sake of, getting your fingers on the sticks, and I pinch the sticks, when I fly. 30 minutes chow time, smart. And when you go out to eat, because we don't eat out anymore. I kind of refuse to eat out because of the prices that these restaurants are charging to serve food. It's ridiculous. I'm bored, fly GPS. I'm cramming acro sim. Oh, nice. You know what? And which drone are you gonna start flying once you go manual, Dusty? That's pretty cool. And I try to fly a little bit of both. In fact, I'll get on the sim with liftoff. And that's, I guess that I would submit that that's the other game that I play, Liftoff, but Fortnite's been consuming the majority of my day, and because I like it, it's fun, But this is how I break things down. Maybe take a look at your own personal and take inventory of your own, of what you've got going on, just to see what it looks like. Oh, how I spend way too much time doing this and that, and I want to allocate my time to to be something that's more for, that where you feel at a minimum accomplished, where you feel like you haven't wasted any time. And not saying do it this way, do it that way. You got to figure out what's best for you is the point. What's ideal for you as a person to spend your 24 hours of time. And then if you could get more time back, how would you spend that time? How would you take that time that you saved and put it to something else? Would you play more Fortnite or Apex Legends, or would you, fly more drone time, right? So lots of things to consider, lots of ideas and such. Jim's droning. Oh, is he on right now also? Did I miss him? But yeah, how do you spend your time? And so the purpose of this video, this live stream tonight is just, hey, let's get back in the idea, at least for Jason Laverius. Sometimes you just got to press record, talk, get back on that horse, exercise that muscle memory of live streaming once again, all right, for the sake of just, doing it once again, right, flying that drone, like we said, but, getting on the sim. How much time do you spend getting on the sim, from turning the computer on to shutting the computer off, would be time considered playing, on the sim, or training on the sim. We don't play, right? So lots of things to consider, between, throughout the day. And how we're spending our time, how we're spending our 24 hours of time, and ensuring that we make best use of our time, But for those of you that haven't seen, you want to see my new my new setup here. Let's turn on Prism Lens here, because I have not. Let's see, Prism Lens Cell. Open up that app. Training sounds more official. Yes, exactly. Because it is. Let's open up the Prism Lens app, Prism Lens 3, and okay. I'm going to use my cell phone to show you my new setup here in my home office. So go back to the A cam for just a moment. But I'm going to turn on Prism Live on the phone, which is a great thing about using Prism Live. It allows me to use my cell phone as the camera also. So I can take you on a walk outside as long as I've got a good, oh, is it raining? It's 57 degrees out here now. It's Aloha Friday, though. It was nice this morning. So, I was going to Prism Live. I want to show you my new setup in my home office here. Connect, scan the QR code. Where'd the QR code thing go? One moment, folks. Thanks for your patience as I pull this stuff up here. Prism Lens. Open the Prism Lens app. Scan the QR code thingamajig thing here and connect the camera. It's 57. What the heck is... I know. Where is summer? Indeed. All right. So go back here. Okay. And take a look at my new setup here. So we are now on the cam. Check out this monitor. 49-inch wide monitor. And so the two monitors that I used to have, one is right here, and the other one is actually on the floor down there right now. But yeah, this is the new setup. And yes, I do have two keyboards. One is a gaming keyboard, and of course, I had to get another mouse that matches the keyboard because, you know, this playing like this was irritating me, you know, and such. Yes, Bob Casey, I did not forget about Mother's Day. I was able to, I'm not going to say this out loud, but I already picked up my wife's gift. Oh, wait, whoops, go back here. I forgot I was in studio mode. But thank you for the reminder, and for me and for everybody as well that had forgotten about it. But well done. Yeah, don't forget about calling home to your mother, you know, and or, you know, taking care of the mother that you love, of course, the mother of your children's. But that's all I got for right now, folks. You know, I appreciate you joining and listening in. Quick one on, hey, how do you spend your 24 hours? And again, not meant to tell you how to do it, but how do you do it? Just take inventory of what you've got going on. You may be surprised where you might even say, I need to make a change. I'm spending this much time doing that, you know, and then saying to yourself, hey, maybe I should only get this much hours of sleep, or I should get more hours of sleep. And that's what the weekend's for, catch up on sleep that you've missed, so to speak, although it's more of catch up on the recovery of your body is what it's all about. So thank you very much, Joel. Appreciate it. Yeah, this ultra-wide monitor is awesome. It has its pluses and minuses, of course. I prefer to do my video editing on this screen right here still, and I need to change my desk. I need to change my desk setup so that it's... I want to set this up over here on my right, so all I've got to do is turn and I can video edit, because this is effectively the gaming / live streaming computer now, you know. But hey, David, good to see you. We'll see you on my live stream later on when I play some Fortnite later. Yes. But going to have to make the garage a man cave. Need more space for monitors. Indeed, yeah. This space here it's a bedroom, you know, which I've converted into my office. And you guys have seen my garage before. It's gigantus, right? So. And I've got a mini split in there to make it climate controlled, but I like the comfort of, you know, the comfort of being in here. Plus, I've got an antique car in there right now also, so it's taking up a lot of space. But yeah, take a look, take an inventory of how you spend your time. You know, I mean, just doing this, I've not done this before. It was just something I thought of the other day, you know, and I was like, hey, let's bust out that. Oh, look, the hourglass has just finished, you know, ticking away. I started out half an hour ago. You know, I mean, between, you know, what I did not put on there was, you know, editing video, right? Because I want to edit more video. I want to do more tutorial videos. I want to do some review videos. So I need to add that to the list, you know, video editing. And because I don't have a team that assists me with this stuff, I also need to make my own thumbnail, you know, editing, thumbnail editing, adding that to my list of things to do. How long does it take to make a thumbnail? And let me turn this off here. What is this thing here? Ozempic? Skip. It's whiting things out, you know, making the color change. But giving myself a specific plan of action or steps, a checklist of things to do when I make a thumbnail will make the process go by a lot faster, so I don't have to think about what I need to do. And then maybe even writing down each step so that I could just follow that template of steps of what to do so things go a lot faster. Because I can't necessarily automate it. I don't have a team to do it for me, you know. Maybe will I eventually? Who knows, you know. If I ever get as big as Mr. Beast, right? I'd be able to afford a team to make the cool thumbnails that are really eye-catching and get you want to watch the video instead of, you know, I mean, look at the thumbnail from today. Very dark, a lot of clutter in the background, you know. I don't have a green screen, and I looked at it. I was like, all you needed to really see was me and me looking at the dang hourglass, right? So hire Justin to do it for you. I don't know that I can afford Justin right now. In fact, I think I do more editing of thumbnails than he does. Also, when you look at his thumbnails, at least if you take a look at my what do you call it, thumbnails for my live streams on my gaming page. Hey Sean, what's going on, man? LOL, yeah, right, AZ. Indeed. Good to see you, Sean. You gonna play some Fortnite later with me also? So I might actually, I set my live stream up to be 8 o'clock this evening. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out and listening in for a little bit. I'm happy to shoot the bull with you for a few more moments before I get going. I think Justin is actually gonna go live with his show at 8 o'clock, so I might actually just play that in the background later on, and or while I play some Fortnite. But I do want to get some dinner. It'll be 7:30 in 3 minutes from now, so I'm gonna allocate 30 minutes of feeding time, right? As we talked about here, going back to my, my overhead. What do we say? Sleep 6 hours, work 8 to 10 hours, droning or Fortniting 1 to 2, 4 hours of Fortnite, feeding 1 hour, prep time in the morning is 1 hour PT. That's something I want to do more of, as well as I need to add video editing and thumbnail editing to this list of things to do. And so, yeah, get some food so you can play. Indeed, yes, I will. I'll get some food. Make sure that I am nutritionized, properly fed. I'm not good at making up words. Minus 24 hours. Oh, loss of time. Hey, you know what? And that's the thing that we can never get back once it passes us. Time. I mean, at iFly Virginia Beach, our product is effectively time. And once that time clicks by and we've not gained any revenue on those minutes that have passed, there's no way that we can get that back. And it's the same thing for us also. We can't send the sands of time back up into the hourglass. All we can do is flip it back around, and guess what? There's another 24 hours that's gonna tick away. Seconds ticking away right now. It's funny. I got these hourglasses, these two hourglasses. I think this one is 30 minutes and this one is 1 hour. I got these for a video of to do a time lapse. I think it was of the charging of the Avata drone batteries. I'm right there on the time frame, but 6 hours is all I get, but not enough. Walked 15,000 steps today. Nice, man. I don't keep track of my steps, but. And I don't, I can't. I guess I don't understand what 15. What would you say that would be equivalent to? I mean, you went out power walk to 15,000 steps kind of thing, or that's throughout the course of the day? And I wonder how many steps I take just in the normal course of just working. Granted, I flew for an hour straight, an hour and a half straight today. So I want a smartwatch. No watch for me. There's plenty of clocks on my computer, on my cell phone, But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go get some food here. No, that is just at work, and that is 7.19 miles. Oh, wow. Dang, Sean. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. Strong legs. But, hey, what's going on? George, how are you? Great to see you. I wish you were local because we're running a members belly fly competition next week. And I don't have a team. They're like, get your members together. So I'm like, man. But, George, you play Fortnite? Not yet? Yeah, I started a drone YouTube, or a drone. I started a gaming channel that's Cyraval. That's actually, I pinned it in the link above. I'm going to be going live here in about, we'll call it, I'm going to push the time back to maybe 8:15, 8:30. But thank you very much, George. Yeah, I thought I'd try to put something on the background as opposed to, it being just a plain screen, because that's where this monitor is right now. I've got my new 49-inch ultra-wide monitor sitting in front of me, which is what I'm on, which is what I really like. So daily thing, and I'm still fat. How much high fructose corn syrup do you drink with your McDonald's? And just because it's a diet high fructose corn syrup doesn't mean it's healthier. Right? That's funny, Sean. That's funny. A lot of it, when I stopped drinking soda, I started to lose, all that extra, if you will. I don't have a lot of fat on, but I still, it got rid of a good amount. So, hey, maybe that's the way, decrease the amount of sugars that you intake. But I'm going to go ahead and close this off now. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. I am going to go eat, and hang out with me later on as I talk you through my Fortnite gameplay. I really enjoy it. Work has been super busy lately. No time for gaming, sadly. But good news, I'm spending a couple weeks in San Diego for legal school. Yes, there is an iFly there. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. In fact, iFly Oceanside is, I think, an hour and a half away. They are a franchise just like us. But make sure that your IBA account is all updated. If you need me to do some sign-offs for you, for the skills that I need to sign you off on, that I have not caught up on, then let me know. And or with Brian also, of course, George. So good to see you, man. Thank you very much. And I can't gain weight, says Dusty. So you then drink more East Coast. Yeah, right? Beer will do that. In fact, I don't drink alcohol anymore. Not that I said not drinking alcohol. I've lost it. I mean, I like the taste of beer, but it's not like I'd rather drink water, or I'll drink a soda every once in a while. In fact, I had one of those tiny cans, those little, small person-sized cans of a Sprite this afternoon with some popcorn. But all right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks a lot for stopping by and enjoying. I hope to see you all, every single one of you, on my Fortnite live stream later on. Take a look. It is in the pin above. In fact, I'll go ahead and repin this here for you guys. Will it be at 8 p.m.? I might push it back out, So yeah, I'm gonna get on and play some Fortnite here in a few minutes, about 30 minutes from now. Rick, great to see you. That's all. Yo, brother, been a while. Hope you and the family are doing well. Rick says, yes, we're doing great. And yeah, I'm about to sign off right now, Rick. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. But catch me later on my Fortnite live stream where I talk you guys through my gameplay. All right. Good night, YouTube. Good night, everyone. I appreciate everyone for stepping by and hanging out with me this evening. And I hope that your next 24 hours will be even more productive than the last. All right. Good night, YouTube.